I've actually got some drawers coming tomorrow or Tuesday, so I'm just waiting for them to arrive before I carry them.
You could just sit there and be a delightfully gracious host.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to GJBricks. I saw someone use these. These are from the Ghostbusters set, the Ghostbusters car. And I didn't put them on, as you can see, hence a whole sheet of Rust stickers. But someone put some of them on the Wally model, and they look fantastic.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's awesome.
Well, it's really cool. Anyway, apparently one person's watching. Hello, one person.
Hi, one person. G'day.
It's been really quiet on the streams lately. Should probably socialize it. That's what I'll do. I'll socialize it and then think about what I'm actually going to build. I did get this the other day. The Lloyd's Dragon.
Oh, the green one, big green one.
Oh, cool.
I wanted it for ages, and someone had it for like $40 the other day. I'm like, right, done. Less than the retail
for quite a while, but then took it apart.
Well, less than the RRP, and about a third of the price that, well, about a quarter of the price people are generally selling it for.
That's good then.
So I'm like, yeah, done.
Really see what I'm working on. There we go. Okay. So I'm just moving my camera around a little bit.
I think I'm going to do some mock work.
That's what I'm doing at the moment. Got mock building.
I'm sorting dots.
You're sorting
dots. Yeah.
I've got lots of various quantities of loads of different tiles, and I want to make a menu so I can see what I've got and roughly how many.
Oh, cool.
So one example of something will be a small bag, 2 will be a medium bag, and 3 will be a
large bag.
Yeah.
Well,
damn it. I didn't get that.
Sharpen up, Greg. Come on.
Yeah, come on, Greg. Get with it. I'm still sick. Leave me alone. Don't pick on me. I'm still sick. Man flu. Hashtag pray for Taz.
No, I've been doing level 1 and kindergarten level maths. It's amazing how.
Have to do your head in, isn't it?
It's amazing how quick you feel uneducated when you have to do maths with your kids nowadays.
Well, no, it's not so much that. It's more the having to simplify the way I do things so the kids understand it.
Yeah.
Is Daddy trying to be too clever?
Well, yeah, engineering bloke that I am.
Yeah. It's a trait, isn't it, that we have?
I did. It's funny though, because I did like I did an engineering degree, so I did like level 6 maths, and I'm like, I can't remember any of it.
No, me neither.
Back in bits and pieces, but
me neither. I remember learning all sorts of horrendous things like differential equations, and the lecturer going, "You'll use these in your engineering career one day," and I'm like, "No, never did."
Yeah.
What do you think of my temporary sorting trays?
Marvelous.
The actual puzzle pieces. My wife grabbed them for me today when we went just to grab a couple of things, and I was going through Kmart. So, Kaz, I don't know if you guys have Kmart in the UK. I'm trying to think of
really,
what the equivalent would be. Think like a large, like Greg, what would be the best way to describe something like Kmart or Big W? I'm trying to think of
one of the big chain cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, they still sell like, there's some name brand stuff and this like Kmart does sell Lego and some
like,
of the brand
home stores before they went kaput.
Right. Yeah.
So we went there and I was looking for some sort of like trays, kind of the idea of what Greg had. And anyway, my wife's like, she said, I think I know, something that might help. And she showed me a picture and I went, oh, okay. And it's obviously because it's in the shape of a puzzle. It's like for sorting puzzle pieces. And I thought, well, it's good enough if I'm just it's because I can stack them on top of each other. They don't take up a huge amount of room. Again, they're stackable. And if I'm just grabbing little bits of parts at a time, or if I've got leftover bits from a mock and I'm just trying to tidy up the build table, I can dump them into there, stack them up, and put them out of the way. So it's very efficient. It's very cool.
I've got lots of these which sort of like takeaway containers.
Yes, the same thing, Kaz. Exhibit A, same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. They're awesome. Yeah, anything like that is a huge help.
Your ones are pretty good, Kaz, that you've got in your drawers, aren't they? Because they fit your drawers well. Hi, tall fella. How you going? Your containers you've got in your drawers are pretty, good size. Because I've got like these lovely drawers I got from Muji, which are great. But the biggest problem is they're like, well, they take one deep. I can stack one deep and one not deep takeaway container on it.
Yeah.
The size is like not quite a whole container, so I've like got a dead space.
There's always
annoys me.
We have a whole channel on the London Apple Slack app dedicated to sorting and storage. And you know, the sort of the top end is something like the really useful drawers with these inserts in that are not cheap by any means, but we've managed to find a almost as good and about half the price version, which most of us are buying now. But then you know, other people say, well, just use something like a tissue box or the box that's some I don't know, what was a good example? A cup of soup. Chop those boxes or chop those boxes to the exact height of your drawers, and it's free, easy storage. And it doesn't matter so much that, I mean, the real advantage of the ones that just pull out, I find, if I want to find something in the bottom, I'll just tip that into one of these, grub around for what I want, and then put it back again. And so it doesn't matter if you haven't got rounded bottoms to your tissue boxes or whatever, because you can still take them out easily, put them in there to find what you want, and then just tip it all back again, and it's really quick. So you know, you don't have to spend a fortune, is what I'm trying to say. If people are on a budget because they want to save all their dosh for Lego, which is understandable, then think a little bit about other boxes rather than outside it, and see what you come up with.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, we regularly nerd out about all sorts of storage and bespoke solutions. Some people are 3D printing things, and you know, that's not a cheap solution either. But if you want a specific size to fit that hole that you've got there, Greg, for instance, then sometimes that can be the only way to do it.
Yeah.
But there's no right and wrong way. I mean, that's the conclusion we've come to, is, you know, whatever suits you. And if you're finding it hard to find things, then maybe you need to think about doing it differently. But if you know exactly where everything is, and it's, you know, you can put your hand on something within 30 seconds, then you probably got it right. So
yeah.
And it's one of the reasons I'm doing this little menu thing for these dots. I know where they all are. They're in a cupboard, but they're all mixed up in different. Each individual bag is sorted, so like that's sorted. But I then got to grapple through loads of different things, thinking, where are these round ones? So I'm hoping to make a menu to basically tell me how many I've got. So if I look at the menu and think, oh, I know I'm going to want a good number of those, but I probably haven't got enough to do it in that colour. I'll have to choose a different colour. So
no, that's a really good idea, Kaz. You're very very, I want to say, and I'm choosing my words wisely, resourceful. I don't know if I've got that, or clever, creative, but that's really, it's a cool idea.
Mindset.
Yeah.
You solve problems, not usually the easiest way you can or cheapest way you can.
But it's a very clever idea, Kaz. That's awesome.
Thank you. Also, the other thing is, I don't store most of my parts in Ziploc bags, but every now and then, no point wasting one of those nice plastic containers on those when they might just as well go in a bigger box in the Ziploc.
Yeah. Same again. I use the same as well every now and then. Like, I was actually putting parts aside for a mock that I'm actually starting on now, and I had a lot of the parts just in a Ziploc bag, because it was what I had that was near me at the time. I could close it up so the parts wouldn't fall out. It worked for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, I've been.
Well, don't get me wrong.
In my sorting and clearing out, I've got a box of Ziploc bags now from.
Yeah. But they flipping breed, I tell you. I mean, I've had to find the right size Ziploc to put the Ziplocs in because they just go everywhere otherwise.
Yeah, well, it's like that joke. I've got my retirement fund under my sink with all those reusable bags I've bought.
Yeah. I mean, I do have some unsorted stuff, and there's no point in sorting these particularly. But if I've got large quantities of other bits, then I will tend to split them out to make sure that they're all in one place.
Yeah.
I tend to think if any one colour of something is going to overwhelm the 3 or 4 colours of, other stuff that's in the pot, then get rid of it and put it separate. That's my theory.
Yeah. So, Greg, I did catch one of it was your latest video on your channel. It is good to see you. Sorry.
My Amelia Earhart one.
Yeah. But also just
do that.
Yeah. But it was also good
about that set.
Yeah.
I like the plane, but the stand is just really ugly.
Mm. Actually, I should check. I wonder if the stand's modelled off of anything.
I don't think so.
Like, I'm wondering if it's like the stand in the museum or something like that.
Possibly.
Because I know a replica of her plane's there, isn't it? I don't know. But they found her in Star Trek Voyager, so she's living on the other side of the galaxy.
Oh,
okay. Oh,
in the Delta Quadrant. So.
Right. It's been a wormhole then, was it?
So it's complicated.
It's always complicated.
Yeah, Star Trek logic.
Star Trek logic.
I'm watching Star Trek Enterprise at the moment, which I never watched when it was out originally, and it's a very good show. I'm really enjoying it. The only thing that gets me is the music they use at the beginning is dire. Absolute. But the great thing about watching it on Netflix is they've got a skip intro button. Hooray.
They do. My favourite features of Netflix.
There's always a mute button.
The what? The nude button? No, what? Oh,
mute.
Nude button. Jeez, what version of Netflix are you watching?
Oh, there goes my PG rating again.
Damn, you won't be able to monetize this stream.
Kaz, you're a bad influence. It never happens when you're not around, I know.
Absolutely outraged. We've got a couple of folks in the chat. Tory fella.
We've got Drew.
G'day.
Drew builds like a model a night, like of Lego. Like he's on his Facebook profile. He's like, "Oh, tonight I'm building this." It's like take me 2 weeks to build. Probably. He's like 3 days later, he's on to his next set.
It felt like it took me 6 months to build the police modular, and it hasn't even been out for 6 months. I got there in the end. It was a marathon. It's not a bad set. I was savouring the moment.
Has anything exciting happened in the world of Lego this week? I feel like I've been a bit detached from online.
I don't think so.
No.
The only thing exciting that happened to me was I finally managed to order and receive a bonsai tree. Woo!
Oh yeah.
The bonsai set. Oh, cool.
It's been out of stock for weeks and weeks and weeks in the UK.
There's one retailer, Kmart, actually, he's got it for like 20% less than
than
the RRP
stores and yeah.
And they let you, and annoyingly, they let you put it in your basket and everything, but you can't actually order it.
Huh.
Okay.
That's
So-
stupid.
So
Stupid and frustrating.
okay, so if they're letting you put it in the basket, but they're not letting you order it, why is that?
Well, when you get to the basket, it says we don't actually have the stock that the page on the website says we do.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
One of those.
that's frustrating.
It's
One
like-
of those special ones.
They must know that to give you the message. So why the hell can't they do something about the upstream part of
Well,
that cycle?
It seems to be the online only stuff that has this issue, because it's like anything you can buy in the shop's not a problem, but anything that's online only seems to have this glitch.
Frustrating.
Well, I was kind of holding out for it to come back on at the shop at home, so I could at least get some points out of it, which is what I was doing. So
Yeah. I've got to keep saving some pennies so I can place some orders again. I've got to stop going to retailers and going straight to the Lego section, because I inevitably walk out with a Lego set of some description. I've got to, yeah. I'll get there one day.
hey, woodshop teacher's here. Hello.
Oh, woodshop teacher. G'day. I'm trying to get him over to Australia to come and sort my Lego out for me, but he keeps saying that he's got too much to sort of his own. So
I love.
come on, woodshop teacher. Come on,
I'll
come
come.
over to Australia.
I'll come and sort for you
There you go.
for 10% of the bricks.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
fee.
See, there's always a catch.
Or lashings of pizza. I've done it for lashings of pizza at my friend's house.
Pizza I can do. Pizza deal. There you go. Pizza it
You,
is.
you pay the travel costs as well.
I was going to say, I presume
If I win the lotto, yes.
It's a
I'll have to
deal.
win the lotto.
I'd have to play the lotto.
Yeah. It'd be fun though. But g'day, woodshop teacher. Hope you're well, mate.
Aussie Roy as well. Hello.
Okay, is he Roy?
Oh, g'day, Lego people.
Where are you from, Aussie Roy?
Well, don't take names for granted, because Tazzman
No.
Bricks is from Queensland.
Yeah.
Not Tasmania.
That's right. Yeah.
Should have called mine GJBricks.
So why Tasman if you're from Queensland? Are you in Tasmania now?
No, not in Tasmania now. Having a name of Tazzman is hence Tazzman Bricks.
Oh, so your name's Tasman, fair enough.
I'm very I suppose what could be the word to use. I'm not exactly wildly creative. So you know, I thought Tasman. I've spelt it a little bit different because Tasmania itself is actually Tasmania. So you know, but when you have the spelling that I use, it's easy for people to go, oh, so you're from Tasmania. And it's like, not quite, no.
Daniel, I'm not from Tasmania.
Yeah. But
He is the Taz, not of Tasmania.
I do, I have been there. And yeah, so I know having the name can probably be a little bit misleading. But no, I'm not actually in or living in Tasmania, no.
I haven't been to Tasmania yet.
It is a nice part of the country. It's if you've been to New Zealand, Tasmania can give you that sense of feeling that as if you're in New Zealand, and vice versa. Apparently, I have met people, you know, I have met New Zealanders who have come to Tasmania, and they're like, "Geez, it's just like being back at home." So, and some of the places that they'd visited while they were in Tasmania, and they were saying, well, you know, and they'd mention a particular place, and it's like, well, it's just like being home. It's like, oh, that's cool. There you go.
Yeah, my mother-in-law lives in Tasmania. I've not been there yet, and I'm sure she's going to be moving from Tasmania in a year. So,
Okay.
Better get over there quick if you're going to.
I might wait till she's moved and then move over. I mean, so I don't think she watches my live streams.
I'm gonna change that over, I think. Yes, I will. I need to haven't quite got the exact parts I need tonight, but that's okay.
I'm looking at this. I need to progress this, and I'm like, there's too much wall in here. Like, it's just I'm gonna use so many bricks building everything up.
Can you make it big? Because I can't see.
Show us what you're doing there, Greg.
Sure. There we go.
Okay.
See, it's the one that's on top of the that one. So.
So where's your wall problem?
I've just got a lot of walls. I'm just like, the amount of bricks I'm going to need to build each wall up is going to be huge.
What about windows? Panels.
Windows.
I've got 5 windows in, yeah.
Panels and windows. That
just seems like I just seem to have a lot.
Yeah. One of the other Lego YouTubers that I admire, Daryl Bevins. Daryl taught. I remember one of his videos a long time ago. He's like, "Okay, windows and panels will be your best friend when you're doing any really type of building. Yeah. They will save you bricks down the track." And you think, "Oh yeah," and then when you actually get to that point, you go, "Hey, he was right."
Yeah.
I've just saved myself 100 odd bricks, and I've been able to add windows, and it lets light in, and you can actually then put a bit of an interior in.
Yeah, I've got bucket loads of these pieces. These ones are always like they seem to come up on the pick-a-brick wall quite a lot.
So 1 by 2 by 5 is that?
Yeah. So I've got like 2 cupfuls of them. And then one of my friends actually got me some from the pick-a-brick wall and very kindly added extra to my thing by putting 1 by 2 tiles into each brick as well, which I then had to try and fish out.
Yeah, I've done that because I'm tight. I don't like paying for air. So if you get the big panel pieces, the 6 by 5 ones, if you use 2 of those back to back so that there's a hollow space in the middle, and attach them together with the 2 by plates that often are on the pick-a-brick wall, you can get loads of tiles inside. You could get, I think, 7 or 8 2 by 2 tiles. I don't know, 6 2 by 2s and some 1 by 2s as well.
Good trick.
You're going to take time, but hey, if I've got the time and I don't have the money, then that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
It's perfectly legit. So here we go. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it's even better than that, I think.
So I know that I can do that spacing of 4. Yes. Yeah. See, that works. Okay.
Tazzman's designing out loud.
I am. You are witnessing the birth of a new mock. It's going to be a dead giveaway, as the signage will, as the stickers will happily show.
Oh, burgers.
Yeah, it's got to have burgers.
So for the mocking, isn't it?
Absolutely, Kaz. Yes, 100% agree.
Is that the one with the stupidly big wheels?
No. But I thought you were referring to the little city one that had the fire truck with it, and it had the burger sign on fire. Yeah, I have got the other one that you speak of. I am going to take the monster truck size wheels off that one and try and convert it into something a little bit more sensible to the one that I particularly like. And I do have multiples of this one, the ice cream truck shop. The ice cream truck from, I want to say 2020.
Yeah, I've ended up with 2 of those.
I've got 2 as well. Yeah, one that I've put all the stickers on one, and the one that I'm holding at the moment, obviously no stickers, but I wanted to at least build it because I really like it. So
yeah, I haven't built the second one yet, so I don't know if I will or not.
I'm gonna do an ice cream. Like an ice cream shop, like a mock specifically. So that's why I'm sort of holding out at the moment, because I've got a few things in mind for that one. So yeah, a bit of fun.
I'm going to show you my degree level stacking foo in a minute. It would be allowed in these days of COVID, but just showing you how many tiles you can get in one of these panel sandwiches.
Cool. There we go.
It's a bit ridiculous and extreme, but hey, like I said, I hate paying for air.
Yes. So I always get disappointed when I love salt and vinegar chips. And the packets is always like 3, it's like a quarter of the packet's air. It's like,
yep.
Anyway.
I was explaining to one of my daughters yesterday why bags of spinach and things like that are full of air.
Okay, do tell.
Well, so they don't get bruised.
Well, that's true. Fair point.
Actually, fun fact, a lot of those things are actually full of nitrogen, not air. To stop things going off.
Oh, nitrogen. Oh.
So there you go, boys. What do you think?
That's cool. Oh, very cool.
So you basically need to book a day out at the Lego.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very efficient, Kaz. Very efficient.
Almost solid ABS. So that's 16 2x2s and 16, 18, 22 2x1s.
That's what happens when you have an engineer who's an AFOL and goes into a Lego store.
Yeah, I was always really good at like packing the car when we were going on holiday as well.
My wife calls it Tetrising. She likes to Tetris the back of the car.
Oh, look, a space for some flowers in the corner. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Yeah.
Because we all love flowers.
It's extreme, but
Yeah.
Even if you just throw a few in, it's still better than air, isn't it?
Yeah. Considering you're paying for it.
Yeah.
Like, you aren't getting it for free, so you got to make the most of it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean, I always say to myself, if my pick a brick cup rattles, I haven't filled it enough.
Yeah, that's true. And now, on saying that, I remember this is going back a little while ago now. I went to the first Lego store that opened in Sydney, and there was a lady walking down the stairs because it was on the Lego store in the main Sydney city is on 2 levels.
Yeah.
And she was coming down the stairs and she dropped one of the pick-a-brick cups and there was no tape on it. So it's bounced down the stairs and it just went absolutely everywhere. I mean, a lot of people started laughing. I tried to, be mature and not laugh, but it didn't quite help the fact that she let out this massive long list of expletives. And I had my kids in there and I'm like cupping their ears going, you didn't hear that word. She said truck. She did not say nothing else.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention. But I guess because of her reaction, other people were laughing as well. And it's just like, oh.
We're not helping, are we?
No.
I think the worst that happened to me pre-COVID was I'd got a couple of pots that I was guarding while I was picking some things off the Builder minifig tower. So I put them on the top of the Builder minifig tower, away from the little grabbing hands that were down below.
Yeah.
And then just as I went, I think I'd finished building one of the figures that I wanted. The other thing about Builder minifig tower is those terrible, nasty plastic bubble things that you put the figures in. You don't actually have to use them.
No.
So I tend to collect 3 figures and all the bits together, and then take them to the till with one of the things but not shut, so they can scan the barcode on it, but you don't have to take away the wasteful plastic thing. Yeah. Anyway, so I just got this minifigure ready and I put it at the top of the tower, again away from other grabbing hands, and of course I caught the pot on the way down. And it did have a lid on it, but it was quite springy on account of I'd rammed it full. And the inevitable happened, and it just went everywhere.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there weren't too many people in the shop.
I was in there with my kids the other day, and I let them all do just a small cup each, including Daphne, my smallest, who she's 2.5, but she loves the little Lego, and I had to pick her cup up 3 times in the shop.
I feel bad about drop Lego though, because they never put it back in the thing. They just throw it away. They sweep it up and chuck it out.
Yeah.
I've got about 40 steering wheels now as well, thanks to Daph.
So that'll be backseat drivers, will it?
Well, yep. I'm actually considering. I'm going to be doing a roller coaster soon because I've been putting that one off for too long. And I'm actually considering if I can use the steering wheels somehow as like guides for the cars or something.
Oh, you mean the little 1x2s with the black steering wheel on top?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
It's a lot of steering wheels.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Right.
So have you still got the cough, Greg, or is it settled down now?
It's almost gone. It's almost gone.
Very good.
I've beaten Drew's wife's 6 weeks or whatever it was by 2 weeks.
Yep. I've got the cough, but it has settled a little bit, but
yeah,
it's still there. It seems to pop up in the morning and then early in the evening, and then it settles down. So
interestingly, through not going to London or other places and being masked up all the time when I am out, I haven't had a cold, a cough, or any other ailment for 18 months probably.
They said like here it's been like the best season ever for flu. Like no one's had it.
Yeah, same here as well.
Yeah.
I need lips on my table. Keep dropping stuff.
Trying to sort of see how this is. Yeah, that'll work.
I ended up getting this the other day. That this was my what I bought to get the Amelia Earhart one. I saw it in the shop and I absolutely love it. Like, it's such a good looking set in person. It looks better
Oh, it's
in
the blacksmith, is it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a very
that's
dark
cool.
picture on a black box. I'm having trouble seeing that.
Yeah. Apparently, they're revisiting the black manuals because there's been so many complaints about the black instruction manuals.
Not just
Good.
revisiting, they've actually said that they won't be doing it anymore.
Good.
Woohoo!
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a fail, but I mean, you know, it's easy for us to say, but I mean, like, really, you hear about them doing so much testing and like, did they test that part when they decided to do that, or did they go, nah, we'll be right?
They just thought, oh, it's trendy. Apples will love it.
Yeah, and turns out,
Adults love black stuff.
yeah, just not the instruction manuals. I don't mind the box art. I don't mind the box being black, but
Yeah.
the instruction manuals, what was wrong with how they were?
I mean, never mind the actual difficulty of reading it. It must cost much more in ink as well to print black pages.
Well, I'm glad they're not going to do the that they're not going to do the manuals and that like that anymore. That'll be good.
God, I just found more bloody bricks to sort.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Oh.
When have you heard a Lego fan not say that though? It's like, oh, there's another box. There's another tub. I thought I got to the top of it.
Yeah, but not moaning about it in quite such a vehement way. As if it's just a complete trial.
Yeah. Back to the
Right,
salt
there we
mines.
go. There's my menu.
I feel like this one's going to go
That's
into
cool.
the backlog for a very long time.
Vault
I like
on.
that, Kaz.
And then I'll get to the point where I go, do I build it or do I like keep it now because it's worth lots of money?
Yeah. That's like my Harley Davidson motorcycle set. I haven't built it yet. I've got it, love it, just not building it yet. I think I'll hold on to it for a while.
So now I've got lots of these dots boxes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tip them out of the bags because that's stupid, particularly as these lids don't stay on that well. But what I'll do is attempt to put a bag in each, in each of the compartments and hopefully keep it vaguely sensible.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really sort of got into the whole, well, even with my daughter, she hasn't really she's seen the little sets and stuff, but pretty much she's just completely ignored it. But I did pick up today the the new Lego video thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
The only reason why I got the one that I did get is because my daughter loves unicorns, and they've got one of them has got like a unicorn looking sort of minifig. Yeah. So I thought, if anything, I know she'll like that. I'm not worried about the rest of it. I don't even think she's worried about the rest of it. She knows that there's an app, and she's just like, meh.
I got that one.
Yep.
Alien one. I'm like, yeah. I just wanted to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Because the box looks cool. The minifigure looks cool. And it was it was $18 in Kmart, by the way.
Yeah, that's where we got our one today for her. And I said, well, if anything, I said to my wife, I said, well, if anything, she's going to play with the minifig. That's fine. That's why I wanted to get it for her anyway, because I know she loves unicorns, and it was her birthday this week. So it's like, I'm fine with that. And, and it gives me a chance to have a look at it as well and see what all the fuss is about, or in a way, see what the fuss is not exactly about. So
yeah. Well, I got the mermaid and immediately took her out of the silly pod and made her a habitat instead.
Oh, cool! I see. I like the habitat. The habitat is cool. Yeah,
it's a fucking mermaid.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I have to say, she's a damn sight cooler than Jack Stone. But that wouldn't be difficult.
No. A little bit of creator's block here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but yeah, that'll do for now, I suppose. I didn't come quite prepared with enough bricks tonight, so that's okay.
Not enough bricks. That's a crime, isn't it?
It is. It is, especially when you're doing mocks. It's just like,
Have some of Greg's. He's got too many. He's just said so.
Yeah. I'll come and take some off your hands.
I just remembered I had a second one of these that I've still got loads of parts in.
More sorting to do, Greg.
That's a great set. This is a fantastic set, but I feel the mock I built of it was much better.
Yeah.
Did you ever see my mock of that one?
Which set was that? Sorry.
That one.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good one. That. Mock one.
Tazzman, did you see my mock I did of that one?
That was the bridge, wasn't it?
No, the Sanctuary.
No. Oh, the Sanctorum, sorry. Yeah. The how many sets did you end up? Was it just the one set and then the rest of the parts, or did you?
No, there's two of those plus parts.
Two. That's yeah.
So I've still got all the parts I've still got a load of parts from it. Could have built it just by ordering parts in the end, but anyway, it was easy to buy two sets.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones I'll probably put back together at some point in the future.
Yeah. No, that's not gonna work. You got that song. You got that song stuck in your head now, huh? We're actually watching Bluey tonight.
My kids had a Bluey marathon yesterday.
Oh, have you seen what's the episode? Have you seen the grandpa episode?
The grandpa episode. Is that a new one?
Yeah, I think fairly new. There's also there's Blue Mountains. That one was very funny, very well done. The hospital one is absolutely hilarious.
Is it Bingo's in hospital, isn't it? Or Bluey's in hospital.
Well, there's that one, but there's also oh no, sorry, not the hospital. Yeah, well, the hospital one, but also then there's the doctor's one where Bingo's the doctor, Bluey's the receptionist.
Yeah,
that one was good. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. My kids absolutely love Bluey.
Taxi. Have you seen Taxi?
Yes. Yeah. My son loves that one too. That's cool.
Taxi. I'm trying to think what my favourite one is. So many good ones.
There's too many. Like they're all a lot of. I mean, pretty much all of them have really good stories to them. You know, it's very well done. Bandit's my favourite. I love Bandit. He's my favourite character.
Oh, he's a legend. That being said, they've been using the mum character a lot more in the later episodes.
Yeah. Whoever voiced, I mean, I'd have to look it up online, but whoever voices her does a really good job. You know, I think like they all do that. And there's even Miff Warhurst. I don't know if you're a fan of was it Spicks and Specs, like the music sort of trivia sort of music show. And yeah, so she voices. I think is it Aunt Trixie or something. I think that's who she voices. Yeah, that's cool.
I have no idea what show you're talking about.
Kaz, look it up on YouTube. Honestly, it's a kids' cartoon, but it's got so much adult humor in it, and it's a delight. It is. It's such a good message every episode, and the family is so nice the way they all play together and stuff. It's really worth just watch an episode on probably on BBC. Probably got it.
What's it called?
Bluey.
Bluey.
BLUY.
Okay.
Yeah, we love it. It's cool.
Cool. Here we are from the kid cartoon describing it as cool.
Yeah. No, it's.
Well, come on, we play with a kid's toy and describe it as cool.
It is not a kid's toy.
Sophisticated interlocking brick system. Yeah, we know.
That just so happens to be sold in the toy aisle.
Adults welcome.
That's right.
Whenever we go to the shops and there's a Lego department, I always look at my wife and go, "Mum, can I look at the Lego?"
And she rolls her eyes and says, "Don't be long, son."
Yeah. So I'll be back in an hour.
Don't spend all of your pocket money.
I do often joke that she's got 4 children.
Or it's more like, "Mum, can I have my pocket money?"
Can I have an advance on my pocket money this week?
Yeah.
Look,
That's what I say to my wife.
Look, there's loads of really useful bits in that bag. I can't remember why I ordered it, but there's loads of useful stuff in there.
Is there some sort of known phenomenon that assholes get amnesia?
Yes.
Because the whole thing of ordering stuff from Bricks and Pieces, they're arriving, and then you can't remember why the hell you've ordered it. It's so common.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know why I ordered this one because it's got bucket loads of grey panels in it, and this is actually for doing the platforms for my station.
Right. Which of course you won't get around to doing for months. So.
Well, I probably bought those parts 9 months ago to do, and I still haven't started it. So.
Yeah.
I tell you, when you've got kids, you never get anything done that you want to do.
No.
There you go, bagged up and sorted.
Woo!
Another one. Woo.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully I will be able to find things very quickly in future.
Yeah.
None of this. Now, where did that go?
It's what I'm finding doing at the moment. So where did I put that? I spent half an hour looking for it.
I did that yesterday. I needed to go out briefly, and I was looking around the house for like 10-15 minutes for the keys to the back door. Where the hell are they gone? They're in my flipping pocket. Dear God.
It's frustrating, isn't it? Like it's just like, it's like, surely I can't be getting old. Like, it's just, why did I not, at least feel them in my pocket? And so I've done that with my phone, my wallet. I've gone, can't find it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there it is. Found it.
Yeah, my wife.
Surely I can't be this stupid. Oh, yes, no, wait.
The number of times my wife's like, I've said, "Did you look there?" And she's gone, "Of course I looked there." Okay. And then 5 minutes later, "I'm sorry, it was there."
Yeah, I have those sort of conversations with myself. That's the problem. Well, actually, that's exactly why I spent 10 minutes looking for keys that were already in my pocket. But
we bought a we got a Mazda recently, and it's one of those ones that's like, it's all keyless entry. It's got a stop-start button, all of that kind of rubbish.
Yeah.
and we've got a van that we use for Heather's business. And we've both done it where we've tried to find the start button in the van. There isn't one, damn it.
No.
Yeah, you sort of wave the card near it or something, do you? And then you press the start button and off it goes.
You don't even have to. I've just got the keys on my belt. Like, I just have to be in the car.
Wow.
And to unlock it, there's a little button on the doorknob that you can push if you're nearby with the key.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I just wonder, though, you know, all these things, how much time does it really save?
Well, yeah.
And if you hadn't have ever had a car that did that, would you be thinking, wouldn't it be great if?
I'd tell you the one of the features I absolutely bloody love in it, though, is it's got one of those cruise controls that's got radar. So you turn the cruise control on, and you can set how many car lengths you want between you and the next car.
Oh, that sounds
It will maintain the speed based on that.
Yeah.
Because in my old car, I had cruise control, which was great unless the car in front of you slowed down.
Mm.
And you haven't realised in time.
Well, should be paying attention, sir.
Well, how am I supposed to play games on my phone? Jeez.
Yes. I'm wondering whether something like that would actually be legal in some countries. I know if you've got what do you call it, a sat nav that detects speed traps, that detection of speed traps has to be turned off when you're in France. It's illegal to use it. You can use the sat nav, but just not the feature that says there's a radar thing coming up in half a mile.
Yeah. But how are you supposed to know they're there then?
Well, you're supposed to drive at the bloody speed limit, boy. Then it doesn't matter.
See, easy, Greg. Not that hard.
Actually, it's slightly hard in that my car, of course, being a British car, is the speedo is in miles per hour, and all the speed limit signs are in kph.
Ah, yes, yeah.
So it gets a bit tricky sometimes.
Bloody French.
Gotta love them.
Well, I mean, we're kph over here, so I suppose it's, you know, it's all right. We get used
But
to
you
it.
do drive on the correct side, though.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
It's funny, all of those things I've like looked up, like over here they call it eggplant, not aubergine, for example. I looked it up and it's like, actually no, eggplant is the right original name. Is it eggplant? I think it's eggplant.
Are you trying to say the Aussies were right, goddammit?
No. They based it on like the proper version. There's a few. There's like the eggplant. There's like driving on the left or the right of the road, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And if you actually go and like Google it and look it up, and it's like, oh well, no, that one's actually right. That one's wrong. That one's right. Because driving on the left side of the road is actually the original like thing with cars was the left side of the road. But
yeah,
for some reason, loads of people decided to do the right side of the road.
I'm glad I wasn't alive in Sweden the day they decided to change from one side to the other.
Oh yeah, that would have been amazing.
That must have been one hell of a day.
Yep.
Did the policeman have to stand in the middle of the road and say, right, everybody stop, swap?
Well, from all accounts, there were actually fewer accidents that day than normal. Possibly because everybody was like, oh my God, I can't crash, I better pay attention. But yeah, it was something like everybody stopped at 12 noon for 15 minutes, and then they just very gently after that decided which side of the road they were supposed to be on again, you know, and off it went. So it's just crazy. Madness, I tell you.
That's true. Oh, I need to just step away just for a second. I shall be back.
Have
you heard from Stanny? What's going on with him tonight?
I haven't yet. I'll send him a message. I just got to duck out for just a moment, but I'll send him a message.
Seems to be all changing quite a few Apol's Lego rooms, doesn't it, Greg? With Mike moving and Mr. Bookie's moving.
Yeah, Mike said he's going to try and join us for a couple of streams.
Oh, that'd be nice.
He's staying with his parent-in-laws in Florida now.
Yeah. Quite an undertaking moving all that lot. I must confess I don't like the sound of it personally, but...
Well, they were aiming to do it in a weekend. Took him a bit longer than that.
Well, the thing is, it seems about lots of Americans seem to be able to take the time to have both properties.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, it's like, right, today's moving day, everything has to be out, and then everything has to go in again. Unless you pay a fortune for storage.
They're moving to a new build.
Yeah.
So that makes it easier. But yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I don't know what you mean because I have never bought a house, but I know what you mean.
Not fun. Not as much fun as people make out. And if anybody makes out moving is fun, then they're psychologically sick. Is all I can say. The woodshop teacher says that's the problem with being single. You can't blame others for misplacing your stuff. It's very true. Well, other than the poltergeists, obviously.
And let's not forget the sock gnomes.
Sock gnome.
South Park.
Oh, right. Whatever. Whatever, says Granny. I was never a big fan of South Park.
I am.
No, it just seemed a bit too crude at times. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not against a bit of smut, but...
That's where American Dad does quite well.
Yeah, see, I quite like American Dad. I'm happy with that, but...
Well, that's what I mean. Their level of, smut is good.
Yeah, it's this sort of gentle smut rather than crude smut.
Some of the stuff in American Dad is so bloody random.
Again, I haven't watched that for many a year either. Don't know if it's still... Are they still making new episodes?
I don't know. I was just thinking the same thing. I have no idea. Oh, excuse me. I was up a bit late last night and up early this morning.
What were you doing? Streaming?
I did that video last night. It took longer than I thought because I haven't done one for a while. I did it. Yeah, I know I did it, and I'm like, I wish I'd done some things differently.
I've been saying for about 2 or 3 weeks that I really need to edit another video. I might actually do it today.
I was going to say, you were like knocking out a Micropolis build like every other week.
Oh, I've still been building, and I've still filmed quite a lot. I just haven't had the editing mojo, which of course is the last pinch point in the chain, isn't it? So I'm not short of material by any means, just inclination to actually sort it out, as they say.
Got some new drawers coming this week. Kind of excited. I said I've got some new drawers coming this week. I'm kind of excited.
Yes, it's sign of getting old, isn't it, when you're excited by storage?
Yeah. Yeah. Woodshop teacher says the problem with being single, you can't blame others. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did you say that already, didn't you? Sorry.
I have already mentioned that, yes.
That's clearly I should be drinking coffee, not a beer.
Clearly. I would drink a beer, but I don't have any at the moment.
Well, I haven't had any. Sorry, go on.
I'm only shopping once a fortnight, and the next shop's due on Thursday, so... If I've drunk it all, I've drunk it all, and I have to put up with it.
I've got kids. I shop every other day.
Well, yes.
So hard to plan.
I'm just trying to minimise the exposure to nasties.
And COVID too.
Indeed. You folks had any vaccines yet?
Yep.
Hmm.
I haven't, but they've started rolling them out here.
Yeah. Well, my age group's allegedly supposed to be done by the middle of April, but I haven't had an appointment yet. So done by done, I mean the first one.
Yeah, I'm what am I? Group 2A. Group 2A, whatever that means. There's an issue here. There's the European Union's being dicks though. There was a 250,000 doses that was supposed to be coming here.
Yeah.
And the Italian government objected to it, and they've been blocked.
Yes, I'd heard about that.
And now the French government's done the same thing to block another one. So,
Great. Yeah, sadly, none of us will be safe till everybody's been jabbed. And even then, it'll be still a battle constant, I think.
well, yeah, I saw an article today that I haven't actually read yet, but it made the comment that we're sort of, it's a sign that we're moving into the age of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Again, because of population density and
Yeah.
all of those things. So, hooray!
Oh, goody.
Anyway, if anyone joined us for something cheerful to watch on a Sunday night, sorry.
Honestly, though, the thought of driving to Copenhagen, to Billund again, like I did for my trip to Lego House, just seems so utterly removed from reality at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the good old bloody Brexit situation, never mind COVID.
My
How many flipping different permits am I going to need to drive and all that sort of stuff?
one of my best mates from school moved to Australia as well. Now he lives here now, and he's got family down in Adelaide, and which is, I don't know if you know Australia very well, but
Not really.
Adelaide's South Australia.
Yeah.
And so we've got Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, and then South Australia. And yeah, he's finally been able to fly there to visit them.
Mm.
So
Some of your states were closed, weren't they?
some of our what, sorry?
Some of your states were the borders were
Oh,
closed.
all the states have been playing the politics with each other and closing their borders. And Queensland's panicking at the moment because one of the doctors in one of the hospitals has been found to have COVID.
Oh dear.
So yeah, no one's closed the border yet on them, but I would imagine that is only a matter of time.
And sadly, here's me thinking just one doctor.
Yeah. Well, in South Australia as well, they found COVID in the wastewater.
Yeah, that seems to be a way that they can detect it quite ahead of other things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Well, quite what they then do about it, I don't know.
Yeah, again, they're trying to track down like where that's coming from, and because everyone's again like it's complacency.
Yeah.
It's complacency, and these morons who are still, oh, it's not real. Oh.
Yeah, sadly, plenty of morons.
All right, I'm back again. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you can probably cheer up the conversation when we got to all sorts of morbid corners.
Been talking about COVID and traveling around Europe and blocking vaccinations and
Yeah.
hello, big dog.
All that kind of adulting stuff.
Yes, adulting. Sometimes adulting.
Here we
isn't
go.
really
Here's
fun.
my big dog. My big
Oh,
little
dog.
doggy.
My God, it's huge. Is that a puppy?
Yep.
Dear Lord.
She's 9 months old.
How much bigger will she
Jeez.
get?
I reckon she weighs about 28 to 30 kilos.
Wow.
Blimey.
She's French.
La la.
1, 2.
In that case, she's a chien.
She's a bloody lunatic. I don't know about anything else.
Oh, hello, Matthew Builds Bricks.
G'day, g'day.
Have you recovered from bricks at home the other week, Matthew?
Actually, yeah, Aussie Roy so he speaks right. Western Australia had their borders closed the most out of everybody. But the sort of biggest spat you seem to be sort of between Victoria, New South Wales, and Queensland as like the 3 biggest economies in Australia.
Mm. What you need there? Okay. Oh, that's cool.
I've got more bricks somewhere. I just can't think where. God,
So now he wants more bricks and hasn't got them.
I've done 1 wall tonight. Ridiculous.
I know. It's made me realise just how much I top my collection up when I do the pick-a-brick. Because the things I use the most for my property, 2x6 bricks, 2x4 bricks for the base and all that kind of stuff. And then just the odd different size plates. And I keep looking in the drawer going, I've got 3 of these left. Ridiculous.
My next floor should be like a bowling alley like Mike and Brixonville did, because that way I don't need many bricks.
Yeah.
There's no internal walls.
We'll just say, yeah, build something without a internal wall to probably be fine.
I'm good on windows, man. I've got tons of windows.
Where are they? Okay.
I wish I knew, mate. I wish I knew.
So Woodshop Peter says he's building Warhammer. Whether that's Warhammer Lego or other Warhammer, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I think he's actually building, like, actually doing Warhammer as opposed to Lego. I think it's his point. I love Warhammer.
He wants to talk about Lego while he's building Warhammer, I see.
Ah.
Fair enough. Another box.
I'm happy I'm finding some parts that I need. It's just good. Very good.
There's 2 particular parts I'm looking for, and I can't find them. And to be perfectly honest, there's a whole heap of other things I could do, but I'm kind of using it as a way to procrastinate on not having to do anything else.
That's okay, Greg. We'll forgive you.
And it's kind of bothering me as well that I can't find this one piece. Because I should have loads of them. I think I should have loads of them. Maybe I shouldn't.
I needed a specific piece the other day. It was like an arch piece with, you know, the arch with the kind of round pillars built in.
Ah, yeah.
And I knew that they had come from 2 copies of a set, and I knew I'd used 3 of them in a mock already. So I'm like, there should be 1 left. Where is it? and it wasn't where it should have been. And then the conclusion I came to was, oh God, I think it's in the big tub of mixed Lego that I use for workshops. Guess where it was?
In that tub? In
that tub, yeah. So I had to tip the whole lot out. Thankfully, I've got one of those drawstring bags that I can put things on the floor so they won't go everywhere.
Yeah.
I spent a good 10-15 minutes rubbing my way through there, finding what I was looking for. But in the course of doing that, I also then found some other really useful bricks that I thought, well, I can replace. There were specific colours I was looking for more than anything. So I replaced the ones that were specific colours that I could use for my lot with generic colours that I didn't really care about. So the actual box hasn't really decreased any, but I have at least fished out the useful bits. I mean, not like there's going to be any flipping workshops for months anyway, so it's fine.
So it wasn't really a fail at all. It was just, yeah.
Well, no, I was just quite pleased that I'd managed to deduce where it should be sitting.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! 3 more brick separators.
Can never have too many brick separators.
You sure?
Actually, I did see someone who had an entire stand of mocks he'd built using, not like entire buildings, but like heavily using brick separators. The column looked pretty good. One of them he'd done like a water tower in them because the back kind of looks like plate steel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which looked quite good.
I think they can be used in effective ways, but part of the problem with them, deliberately so, is that both the studs on top, the studs underneath, and the axle are slightly smaller than they should be, so that things come off the brick separator easily. Which means the clutch on them is dreadful.
Yep.
So you have to kind of really build them in well. If you're just relying on the 2 underside studs, say, to attach it, it'll come off no problem. But as long as you build it something to hold that on round the end of it, then it does seem to stay in place a bit better.
Yeah. I'm finding some parts, so it hasn't. This isn't exactly a complete waste. I'm somewhat productive, but much like yourself there, Greg, I think I'm just procrastinating as well.
It's a fine thing to do on a Sunday.
It is. That's why I'm doing it. There's a few little parts that I have been looking for that I'm finding, so that's good. Has been some method to my
madness.
Yes.
Well, I must admit, this sorting's taken longer than I thought it was going to. So.
Yes, sorting.
But I've been sitting looking at it, procrastinating, thinking, if I sort that out, I can find things really quickly, rather than having to dive into the cupboard every few minutes.
Yeah, I'm more and more now. I'm sort of finding, okay, I want to build, but I need to sort. I want to build, but I need to sort.
Yeah.
I'll build.
Yeah. Then I'll get halfway through and I can't find parts. I'm like, I should have sorted. I might have found the part I was looking for.
Yes. I think my worst habit from that point of view is I want to build, but I don't want to tidy up what I've strewn around.
Yeah, true.
So then it becomes
a room to actually build anything. That it gets so bad. I either just sweep it into one of these and leave it festering for several weeks, or eventually I go, no, this is silly. I need to sort it.
I've done the same thing, Kaz, and this is Exhibit A in front of you now on the screen. I've done the same. I have a build I was working on a while ago. I just couldn't be bothered resorting it. I'm like, oh, let's put it in a container. Deal with it later. And later can stretch to several months, and then I'm wondering where half the parts I used on a particular project are, and then I've realised I've put it in a container and I've put the container away and I can't find the container. Yeah. And it's just a vicious cycle.
Then you end up like Greg.
Yeah.
What, exhausted?
Well, possibly.
Extremely frustrated.
Oh, that.
Yeah. It's all right, though. It's okay. We usually work it out in the end, don't we?
Eventually.
Have another can of beer. And... no.
Might have to go
then
make
another
tea at this rate.
Love that sound. My problem is
sound, except when it's in my ear on a live stream.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, not sorry.
Well, it's fine as long as no one else is trying to speak, because then you really can't hear anything.
That as well.
I got myself one of these because I love the little alien dude, and that's so cool.
Yeah, I've got one of those actually built and sort of, it's just lurking on top of one of my Ninjago blocks for the hell of it.
Yeah, I got one for my kids, which has been like dissected. Although that, funnily enough, they lost the eye from it and then put a different eye on it, and it looked quite hilarious.
Right, well, all the dots fit in all those boxes, apart from the black and white squares, which I'm quite happy to keep out because they're probably the ones I'll use the most.
Yeah. Here I am trying to find more parts. I'll get there. Some success. Not really, though. I think I'm just kidding myself. Oh, here we go. I was looking for these. I finally found them. In a container full of randomness. Oh. Yep.
So it is satisfying to sort them.
It is, especially when you know that you've been looking for them, and you're thinking, do I need to order more? Now I can go, no, I don't for a while. Take it back off.
Maybe you should anyway.
No, because then I won't be able to order the other things that I need. So I've sort of got to really pay more attention to what I've got. Because then I'll order them and I'll go, now why did I order them again? And it's just like, oh. Then I'll find them and I'm like, now I've got more that I might use. And then I just want to go and grab another beer. It happens.
True story.
Yeah, being well sorted is precisely the reason, a good reason for them not spending lots of extra money on things you've already got.
Yeah, that's true.
We all know it's true. We just don't always think about it.
No. Oh, I've got more of that. I needed these. See, this has been beneficial. I needed more of these little cheese wedge pieces. I needed them.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing rock work at the moment on my layout, and I'm trying to sort of, do that. I'm not real good at doing the landscaping stuff, so
yes.
I'm trying to, and I need those wedge pieces to, smooth it out a little bit and all that sort of stuff. So.
It's a bit fun, isn't it?
I'm slowly getting a little bit better at it, but it's not something that's exactly on my fun part of the hobby list.
No.
It's not exactly at the top.
Someone who's bloody good at the landscape stuff is GJBricks on.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just looked in this box and thought, no, I'm not sorting that today.
No, you're 100%, Greg. Yeah, does some really amazing stuff. I'm always commenting and always liking what I see, so very good.
Yeah, I'm always jealous of his layout.
Oh yeah. No, same. I wish I had something like that. Well, I messaged Stani, but I don't. It doesn't look like he's coming on. But I did message him. I haven't got a reply, so that's all right. Something might have come up, so it's okay. Oh, but it'll be hopefully a season 4 for Lego Masters. That'll be good for us here in Australia.
Well, they finished season.
Well, so what's season 3? I don't think it's. Oh, what? I'm filming it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, past season 2 yet, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah, Amy tweeted a picture from the set, which he's since removed. I don't know if there was something on it that shouldn't have been there. But...
Ah, okay.
Secret.
Probably like a contestant or something in the background that we,
No, it was a mock. Because he had a bit in it that was censored, but you could kind of see.
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling it was part of Brickman's Jurassic World.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay.
It looked like a dinosaur foot to me.
Yeah. I want to see that show or that exhibition. I think it'll look pretty cool.
Yeah, there's one in Sydney as well of his, but it's the city one.
Oh yeah,
and it's actually in the Sky Tower. So you've got to buy like a ticket for the Sky Tower to go and see it.
Oh,
I don't want to really go to the Sky Tower.
No.
Doc Sampson is in the house. Hello, Doc.
Ah, Doc.
Oh, cool. Hi, Doc. G'day.
Aussie Roy asks how often we stream. Well, this one's a regular, and then sometimes pick it up during the week. It just depends on how busy and tired and
Yeah, true.
how life is generally feeling. I know you stream quite a lot, don't you, Tazzman?
I have been at the moment, but then again, I will get sort of the same as yourself, where I've just had an awful day or just a long day, and then it's just like I've got no energy at all. It's basically, come home, spend some time with the kids, have a shower, have tea, and then I'm in bed. Then other nights I'll be up and I'll think, I've got that burst of energy, and I'll stream. But yeah, I'm not good at sort of that whole regular streaming thing and having a consistent schedule, that sort of stuff. So, but I'm trying to stream more than what I have been. So. And then we get nights where we'll have a really bad storm, there'll be a lot of close lightning nearby, or there'll be just a night where it's absolutely pelting rain, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to bed.
Are you quite near the coast, or?
Yeah, close enough. Close enough where stuff that I have isn't rusting away yet, but not close enough to walk. So it's not like I'm right near a beach or anything, but I'm close enough. It's nice enough that because living right on the coast, while it has its plus sides, you find stuff that easily does rust away, you're either doing a lot of maintenance on, or you're replacing a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah,
I have a conundrum for you, chaps.
mm-hmm.
How do I get this out?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's one of those silly heart pieces has got stuck right at the end.
Have you tried whacking it on the table fairly hard, like without?
Doesn't move.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
See, there you go. Bit of tough hard.
Percussive maintenance. It should be the first result of an engineer.
Hits it.
Locate a larger hammer, or the technical engineering term, a knockometer. It's not a hammer. It's a knockometer.
You do know I have a special Lego hammer, don't you?
Sorry.
You do know I have a special Lego hammer.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful. I want one of those. That looks awesome.
That is cool.
As recommended by the folks at Lego.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Very cool. I have to start thinking about going to bed in a minute.
Yeah.
Completely forgot what I was about to say. What was I about to say?
No,
it amazes me in engineering how often you just hit things.
Yeah.
Like if you ever watch like mega projects and things like that, they're like these massive bridges designed to certain tolerances, and they're like putting it together and go, don't quite fit. Let's just hit it.
Dump it.
Whack.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
Mega engineering. The unsung heroes of engineering. The hammer.
Yep. Exactly. This has been a fairly fruitful session tonight. This hasn't been too bad. I've managed to locate a few things, so that's good. I'm reasonably happy.
Kaz got a piece out of a brick.
Yep.
There we go. A suggestion of, have you tried whacking it? That's like a computer technician when you ring tech support. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
I know. I'm ashamed, frankly. Ashamed to call myself an engineer.
I was going to say you've got Robin Hood Bricks, who's got his tea bag cups. Yours could be. Have you tried hitting it, Tazzman?
Yes. You tried. Just whack it a little bit harder. Crash. It's like, not that hard. Yeah.
It's a fine line.
I was relocating the police station modular from the build table over to where I've got my layout and bits and pieces happening there. and my cat decided to, at the worst possible time. Well, when I say it's my cat, it's really my daughter's cat because, you know, she loves cats. It's like, okay, fine. This cat that we have, its personality is, to be honest, it's hilarious. But she'll pick the worst time to sort of show affection, right when you're carrying something that's either really heavy, expensive, both, or something that if you did drop it and it was fixable, it would take you several hours to fix. So here I am moving the police modular by myself, picked it up and going, yeah, this is no worries. And the cat shot straight past me, and like I almost stood on her as she's flung past me, and I'm like, I nearly dropped the set. I'm just like, are you kidding me? It's like, you know, oh. She's like, she's running past me. I'm like, oh, if I'd have dropped that set.
Is she an indoor or an outdoor cat?
If it's raining, she doesn't, you know, if it's raining and if it's storming, she's an indoor cat. So
Typical cat.
Yeah, she you know, if the weather's not Kellogg's just right, then she doesn't want to have a bar of the outdoors. But when it's perfect weather, she's out there. It's like, okay, good old kitty.
Fussy Mog.
Yep. Oh yeah, she's
well,
she's definitely,
aren't they always basically?
Oh yeah, especially with
I used
feeding.
to have a cat. She was like not fussy at all. She was fantastic cat.
Yeah.
But, she loved my dogs. The dogs loved her. She was just a really good cat.
That's that can be a rare thing, Greg.
I know.
Not all are the same.
She was an amazing cat. Miss her greatly. Little shit. Fucking, why she had to go and get hit by a car, I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, they tend to be very curious. Just it's like, okay, it's not a good time, and before you can do anything, they're gone. But they find a way to leave a mark on your heart, and you know, it's yeah.
It just bugged me because she was like a pretty savvy cat, and we were where we lived before, like where we moved to. The traffic was much worse, and she was always And then one Sunday night, I just literally fired up this video game I'd wanted for ages, and I'm like just sort of on the third tutorial of it. I get a phone call going, "Have you got a cat called Gretel?" Yeah. Oh, you're right. She's at our vet's here. She's been hit by a car. Oh, no.
Oh.
And I've never picked that game up again.
Yeah. It's when I say, well, it's, I can relate to a degree. Like there's movies I can't watch now. Like have you seen the movie Coco, the animated movie Coco?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we saw it on, was it Disney? Oh, it was Disney Plus, one of them, whatever it was. Anyway, that was 2 weeks before my dad died, and then actually a week after my dad had passed, my daughter's because you know it was raining and you know sort of an indoor day on the weekend, and I said, look, you know, we can put a movie on and you know, I'll make some microwave popcorn and we'll just chill out. And she's like, and I said, so what movie do you want to watch? She's like, can we watch Coco? And I'm like, darling, maybe save that for one of the days, either when Dad's at work or if it's, you know, if I'm doing something else, or if I've gone for a ride on the motorbike, you know, put it on when Mum's home or something, because I cannot, as much as, look, it's a beautiful movie, I get it. Just now at the moment for me, it hits way too close to home, and it just, yeah, makes me think instantly of my dad, and like, you know, I know that I'll never forget him, but like that movie is like, for me, I found it awfully sad. Like it's like the movie was it In and Out, or is it Inside Out, whatever it was, the other
Oh yeah, the one about emotions.
Yeah.
Movie.
Oh, look, it's a great movie. But you know, there's ones that are. It's just at the moment, especially the Coco movie. I can't watch it. Yeah. So
Have you
yeah.
seen Book of Life?
Sorry.
Have you seen Book of Life?
Book of Life.
Yeah, the cartoon Book of Life.
No, I don't think. No, don't think I have yet.
Watch that. Much better
Okay.
than Coco.
I think. Have you seen? It was a Denzel Washington movie. It's called The Book of Eli.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind that one.
I'm not a religious person, so I got to the end of it going, well, maybe it should stay out of print.
I can understand.
Sorry. Sorry, anybody that's religious watching this. But, I feel the world would be a better place without it.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a bad movie though. It was good. Now I can't find the bricks.
I need to send you a joke offline that someone sent to me today. It was very inappropriate, but so spot on about Scott Morrison.
No worries. I can sort of imagine what it's going to be, but sure, no, send it on through.
To answer Doc Sampson, I've got one in here to do for the video stuff.
Cool.
Tazzman's got one, I know.
Yep. Yeah, the unicorn one or whatever. It's yeah. I'm going to give it a try. I'll see how it goes. I'm actually more interested to see how my daughter's going to react. Like I'll set the app up for it and let her have a go at it and just sort of gauge her sort of thoughts on it. And yeah. But you know, again, I got the unicorn one because she likes unicorns. It's like, well, it was a good excuse to say, you know what, let's just give it a try. What could possibly go wrong? What possibly could go wrong is that she'll enjoy it that much that she'll want to collect every single one of them and send us all broke. So buying way too much Lego.
Well, at least they're not stupidly expensive, and you can just print the tiles from online pictures.
That's true. Yeah, someone was it. I don't know if it was Jang, but it was someone said that you can find them online or something now and do that. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll see how it goes.
Oh God, I read a story on one of my groups today that really made me angry. It was like someone had sold. He had a Death Star and he'd sold it with all the minifigures and sent it to this person, and this person's received it and gone, oh, there's no minifigures in here and there's other bits missing. It's like, but they weren't missing. I did send it with the minifigures. It's like, and apparently there's a whole crop of people who are just saying they haven't received stuff in boxes, and eBay and PayPal will side with them over the seller.
The seller, yeah.
So you've got to really document what you're selling.
Yeah.
Assholes, real assholes.
Yeah, 100%. And then that sort of stuff can put people off wanting to sell things online and try and do it, you know, genuinely, all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't help.
Nah. Some people say, sorry.
It's not cool. Okay. I'm going to have to fix that. This has actually been fairly fruitful this evening. I've managed to find a few things that I've needed, just not enough of what I actually need, but that's always the way. And I've learned a really cool idea from Kaz.
What's that?
The way that you did that menu thing was really cool.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was cool. Yeah.
Good.
And being an engineer, Kaz, was there any particular part of the field of engineering that you excelled in, or that you specialised in, or anything like that? Or
yes, I was/am broadcast engineer, telly.
Cool. Okay. Yes. Oh wow.
Although I haven't done any of that for a while, because I went freelance and then COVID hit, so it's all been a bit crap.
Oh, timing is everything.
No, that's really cool. That's awesome. Well, not about the depend. It's cool that
I know what you mean.
that particular side of engineering. Yeah. Although, I mean, it's I suppose the whole space of broadcasting now has changed, and a lot of the dynamics because of moving into digital broadcasting, and I even know with cinemas, like they've gone from 35mm projectors to digital projection where the movie gets downloaded.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, but it's it's better, and it's like, and then people say, oh, but if you're using a 35mm projector, the film can still chew, and then you can lose the movie. And it's like, yeah, if we went to see Deadpool 2, and we ended up having to get refunded because we got literally 15 minutes towards the end of the film, and the hard drive that or the particular, the file or whatever that they used to download the movie, was that corrupted. It was like skipping and jumping around, and in the end, like the theatre managers come down and say, look, I'm really sorry, we've got problems with the equipment, we will just fully refund you, including if most of us, I kept some receipts, and they even refunded us part of like what we'd spent at the candy bar as well. So like they really did actually try to, like they couldn't recover it, they couldn't fix it quickly, and it's just like, look, we're really sorry. And it was an evening showing. Like we had our kids at my mother-in-law's place, so it was just like a bit of a date night for me and the wife, and basically got refunded, and we just went, we'll just wait for it to come out on DVD. So
there's always got to be something that could go wrong. It doesn't have to be film.
And it's not just digital. It can be the good old 35mm, but it also can be digital, can have the same problem as well. So but yeah, no, it's an interesting field, Kaz. It's
Yeah. On the plus side, Tyler Durden wasn't in charge of the camera.
That one's lost on me. Sorry.
He in his insomnia, he got a job working at a cinema, and as part of his whole rebel nature, his alter ego got a job in a cinema, and when the film changed roles, because cinema film comes on 2 rolls, he used to splice a single frame of pornography in between the 2 films.
Right. Oops.
Yeah.
In the words of another film, he's a very naughty boy.
It's a great movie. Held up so well.
Yeah.
And look, I've actually done some walls. Look at that. Wow.
There you go.
See, that's really good timing, actually, because my youngest daughter just woke up.
I've started a habitat.
Hey,
Oh, cool. Hey, that's awesome.
who's that one for?
This.
Oh, the dog.
Ah, yes.
This.
Ah,
Very cool.
He's the
Okay.
patient. He's the patient, and that's the evil doctor.
ah.
Well, I'm sure it's not evil, but you know.
All right. I'm going to have to wrap up because I'm about
Yep.
to be joined by a screaming baby. So
No worries.
I'm going to take that as a sign it's time to wrap up. Thank you for watching, everybody who's watching. We had a good audience tonight. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Thanks, everyone. Good to see you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Kaz and Tazzman. Appreciate you.
No worries. Looking forward to it next week.
All right. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.